Hello, my crafty friends. This is Yolanda from CraftySentiments.com. And first of all, I would really like to take a moment to thank all of my subscribers. Those of you that have been with me for a while, I thank you. I really do appreciate you stopping by and taking time to support my channel. For all my new subscribers, welcome, and I thank you all as well. I have quite a few different things that I want to showcase for you all, and I do really appreciate you all taking the time out of your day to watch my videos and things like that. So let's get started today. What I'm going to do today is sort of like a non-traditional Halloween card, but well, is there such a thing as a non-traditional Halloween card? I mean, Halloween is made up of so many different things, so you can be and do whatever you want to do. So, at any rate, I'm going to do a Halloween card, and some of the supplies I'm going to use today, it looks like a lot, but I just got pieces of this, that, and the other, and I put them all together. So what we're going to use today is the Daisy Punch. Now, I'm not sure if that's the technical name for it, but I'll have all the information below in a downloadable PDF, so you can find out exactly what materials that I did use today. And if you wish to purchase them in my online store, you can do so. If you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. At any rate, we have the Daisy Punch and the Classic Label Punch, bone folder, snail, mini glue dots, Wink of Stella, my snips. I might not have to use that too much today, I'm not sure. I have colors that are pumpkin pie, old olive, and elegant eggplant. And I'm also going to be using this hexagon dynamic texture impression folder. Guys, if you haven't used one of these, you have to. It is so awesome when you see the actual thing embossed. And I wanted to tell you one thing before I go too far, because I don't have my Big Shot over in this area. So I'm going to be taking all the things that I do have to use the Big Shot for. I'm going to take it over to the other side. But I wanted to let you know, when you're going to go and do your embossing, I have the plates here. You're just going to use the Big Shot platform. You're going to have the embossing folder with paper, and you would center it however you'd want. You'd have the paper, and then you put one plate on top. You don't normally you would have two plates, but for this one you don't want to, because if you can look how thick that is. That's a really thick embossing folder, so you don't want to do any kind of damage to your Big Shot. So just the Big Shot platform and the one embossing plate. Okay, let me set that aside. So I'll put that aside. And what else I'm going to be using are the main one is going to be out of the Daisy Delight stamp set. I'm going to be using the actual daisy, the large daisy flower, and one of the little stamens on the inside. I'm going to use, I think I'll use that one. I am also going to use the sentiment out of Spooky Cat, and it's going to be Happy Halloween. Now, if you have another set that has Halloween in it, fine, you can use that. But I really like this particular set. I'm also going to be using the Oh So Eclectic. I'm going to use this little leaf right here, because I want to give the leaves some texture. So I used that, and I also used the Eclectic, Eclectic Layer Thinlits. And out of here, I said I wanted to use this particular flower, then it's not flower, but leaf, and I'm going to cut that out. And also one of the smaller ones. So let me move all of that aside. Let me move all this stuff aside, because you know me, I have stuff everywhere. We can move some things aside, and let's get started with the card. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. Oh, and let me tell you the colors. I have basic gray as my card base. That is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have two pieces of old olive. One is a layer, and one is a layer for the inside of the card. You saw this. This is another layer of the elegant eggplant. And I have some scrap pieces of old olive, pumpkin pie, and a larger piece of pumpkin pie that I'm going to stamp the daisies on. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do, let me move these aside. So I'm going to stamp an old olive with a leaf, and I want 3 leaves, and I already have them on a block. Like I said, I'm just going to stamp these 3. Okay. I'll put that aside. I'll set that aside because I'm going to use the I lost my train of thought. I'm going to use the Big Shot to cut those out. Next, I'm going to stamp the sentiment in elegant eggplant, and I'm going to stamp it on this pumpkin pie sheet. Okay, so I can put that aside for a second. And actually, so I can clean up some of this stuff, I'm going to start taking some of this so I can put it aside. I'm just going to cut out the sentiment and line it up. And that's all I'm going to use this for. So I can set those aside. And the next, I'm going to stamp the daisies. I'll need 6 daisies. So I'm going to stamp 6 of those. And then I'm going to punch those out. Oh, do I have enough on this sheet here? I think I'm going to have to get another little sheet of paper. Yes, I'm going to get another little sheet to stamp that other one out. So don't worry about that. So I already have that stamped out. Now I'm going to go over to the Big Shot area. I'm going to cut out 3 of these. Now once I line these up, you line it up like that, and I'm going to put a piece of washi tape on here. Where's my washi tape? You know, I cleaned up a little bit, and so that might not have been such a good idea. So I'm going to hold it down with a little piece of washi tape. I'm going to line it up like so, and put a piece of washi tape down, probably a couple of pieces, and take it over to the Big Shot and cut it out. I'll be right back. The other thing that I forgot to tell you before I go over to the Big Shot, I'm not going to cut out another piece, because when you cut it out, you have all this extra space. So I'm just going to use that and cut out 3 of these little bitty leaves. So I'm going to take that over to the Big Shot, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I have all the pieces cut out. Look how intricate they are. And it gives a lot of texture. That's what I was looking for, some texture. And I did cut out all of my daisies. And look at the impression on there. Can you see how thick that is? That's a very, very deep emboss on there. And so usually, you know, you could use either side, that side or that side. And I'm going to use this one as a side up. So we're almost ready to put things together, but before we do that, I need to stamp in the center of 3 of these. And I'm going to do that in the elegant eggplant. Just a little center right there. That's all we're going to do. And there we go. That's all the stamping that we're going to do for today. So I can put this ink up before I get it all over my fingers. So we can start assembling a little bit. Let's put these together. So we're going to put one that's been stamped in the center and one that hasn't, and we're going to glue those together with some mini glue dots. I guess I'll put 2. And then we're just going to offset it. Just like that. Easy peasy. And we'll do the second one. And then we're also going to give it a little bit of dimension, and I'll show you how we do that in just a second. So let's get the third one. And you may have seen me do that in another video with the daisy. How do we do that? So let's put some of these things together so we can see where we're at. We're going to burnish our card, and we're going to layer the green layer. We're going to do one on the inside. Now normally you'd want, this is a light enough color. Sometimes you put like a light, maybe like a very vanilla color on the inside so you can write. But with a black pen, you can see the message that you would want to send to somebody. And I'm not going to decorate the inside of it all. I'm just going to leave that blank because I don't know exactly who I'm going to send it to. So I'm just going to leave it blank for now. So we're going to put the old olive on both the front and on the inside. And I told you for this, it's so embossed, there's such deep grooves in there that you really need to put adhesive on all 4 corners, all sides, so it won't pop up or come off. And then one on the inside. And then I'm going to center that as well. A little bit more. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is just going to turn it on the back and then burnish the whole thing on the back so it can get a good adhesion on there for that. The next thing I'm going to do, now you see I've used all of my Stampin' dimensionals, but don't throw this away because there's all this around the edges that sticks as well, so you don't want to throw that away. I'm going to use that to pop up my Happy Halloween sentiment. I'm going to use every last drop of it. And we're going to set that aside as well. And the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to get my piercing mat. And I'm going to give a little bit of dimension on the inside. That's going to pop it up. And you know what? I don't have my ball tool. So I'm just going to use it in the middle of the aqua painter. And you're going to rub it around in a circle right on the inside. And you see how it kind of folds up? And then I'm going to take the bone folder and do it under. Gives it a little bit of more dimension. So I'm going to do that for all 3. And when I have that out, do the third one. And then do it under. I got the idea for this card, the inspiration from a card I saw on Pinterest. I don't remember what the sentiment was. It was, I don't know if it was a thank you card or hello card. I kind of don't really remember. So I can set that aside. And I can set that aside as well. So we can kind of start putting this together. So you kind of figure out where exactly you want your daisies to go. And I think I want this one over to the side and down at the bottom like that. Something like that. So again, I'm going to use some mini glue dots. You can use snail adhesive if you like. You can use a wet adhesive, the Tombow mono adhesive. It's all up to you. Either one will work fine. The only thing with the mono adhesive, you have to let it you have to wait. Oh, this one's not gonna work right. You have to like let it sit for a second to let it dry before you can go ahead. But that shouldn't stop you at all. So I think I want that one sort of like there. And then I want the second one on the side. I think I'll put 3 down there. And I want this one over here, sort of like that. And then the last one down towards the bottom. Oh, did it again. Don't know my own strength. And then it didn't want to come off my finger. Okay. And a third one. Hey, look at that. This is weird. I never really had that problem before. Must be stronger than I thought. So I like this card because a lot of people don't really celebrate Halloween. And that's fine. But sometimes you want to send a card to somebody, and this is a way of doing it without getting into all those different elements that I have in there. It's just a little sentiment, just a little hello, happy Halloween that you're going to send to somebody. It's just like a regular card, pretty much. And I just decided to use Halloween colors. And that's about it. So the last thing, we're just going to put some more dimensionals, oh, excuse me, not dimensionals, glue dots. I just need a couple. And then we're going to tuck them under the flower. So, somewhere like that. And then we'll do the others. And that'll be just about it. So you see, it's not really complicated. I just decided to use, I have all these different stamp sets and dies, and I just decided to just go ahead and use different ones. A lot of times I try to use one particular set, but I decided to just go for it, you know? What the hey? And this one, and I'm going to put this one somewhere over on this side. Maybe I should have stuck those down first, huh? What do you think? I like that. And then these little bitty ones, yep, I'm just going to tuck these in there like that, and then we're done. I think I'll just use 2. And so I'll put that aside. I won't use that one. And then the last thing, I just want a little bit of Wink of Stella, and I'll do the inside, and then I'll just go over the leaves just really quickly. Just to give it a little bit of sparkle. And that is it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. You can hit the subscribe button on the side and then hit the little bell, and that will let you be notified when new videos do come out. If you are interested in receiving a catalog and you live in the US and you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator, and I can send you one out. Just leave me some information. There's a link below. And if you would like to join my team, I will be happy to have you as part of my team. And that information will be below as well. So there you go. Sort of a non-traditional, traditional colors Happy Halloween card that you can send to just about anyone. Vibrant pink, not pinks, pumpkin pie, old olive, elegant eggplant, and there you go. Super cute. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up again if you liked it. Leave me a comment below on what you thought about the video, the colors, the card, something that you would like to see in the future. Just let me know. This is Yolanda from CraftySentiments.com, and thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll be back real soon with another video. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.